Hello, today I'm interrupting the series, What in the Hell is Going On Around the World, to reply to this comment. This is one piece of a longer comment, so click on the comment to take you to the video that she's replying to or commenting on, and I'm going to read the full comment here, but this was put on the video that I shared that showed that when we operate in a high vibration of authenticity, love, compassion, etc., can have an impact of up to millions of people, and same when we're operating from low vibration. And this is connected to the world controllers. They try to keep us in low vibration because it's how we create. So Crystal 1080 originally said, if this is true, why do some places have changers incarnating into the most chaotic places? I just want to vibe out in the woods with my yurt and chickens. And I said something like, you can do that, or you can create the life that you want. I do a lot of videos about that on this channel. And she goes, that's not actually true. I get to watch all my friends do their little one-on-one readings, charging $300, $400, and I have to be a effing nurse in chaos for $39 an hour. I've meditated, etc. So no, princess, she says. So no, princess. She said, but I'll pray extra hard for you to experience that so you understand, all capitals, since you're helping so many people. So clearly she's triggered by this video, and I'm sorry, Crystal. I can feel your upsetness. I replied several comments to her, but you can go check all this out on the video. But I want to address this today with a visual. So first of all, Crystal is in one of the most corrupt systems on the planet. Crystal, I see, is a follower of mine, but I don't know how long she's been a follower. So Crystal, go check out other videos that I do about this. But as you can see here, I talk a lot about this, but there's 4 pillars of control that were created by the global controllers. The 4 pillars of control that were created to control us and hijack us are political structures, banking and finance, Western medicine, and education. Education being the most corrupt on the planet. The medical system was created to make money and profit from us being ill. It's not designed to cure, it's designed to keep you sick. So Crystal, my impression of Crystal is from reading her comments is that she feels that she's here to serve. She has a heart to serve. She wants to serve people, but she's miserable. She's miserable in what she's doing. So she probably is conflicted, and I have a lot of clients that are in the medical field, education field, even political field. I'm getting a lot of clients in the political field that work for the government. It's wild. And a lot of them are, most of them want to get out of their jobs. They're unhappy, but they're empowered. They know that they make the decisions for themselves. They create their reality. They're not coming to me to save them, but they're coming to me to channel guidance for them, right? So Crystal probably feels stuck. She probably feels like she doesn't have a choice. Okay, so I wanted to address this. This comes up a lot, all right? So what I've got here is signs it's time to leave your job. You don't enjoy it. It doesn't matter what you're doing. If you're in a service field, education, medical system, etc., these people usually go into these fields because they have a heart to serve. They want to help, right? But then they are in the most corrupt systems on the planet, and so now they're not paid what they're worth. They're not paid a fair salary for the amount of work that they do, especially nurses. My mom was a nurse, and it was awful. Like she was a servant. Everyone I know that's a nurse is an absolute servant. They don't get the credit, they don't get the money, they don't get what they deserve. It's because it's a corrupt system. Okay. And Crystal and anyone who's new to this channel, go check out my story. I stood up against massive racism and corruption at a Fortune 100 bank. It cost me my job. I was getting bullied so bad I had a stroke. They wanted me to quit because I was one of the top performers in the entire company for every year I was there. I was recruited for all my jobs, and I knew everything was on the line to stand up for what's good. And I did, and I lost my job. And it was very traumatic at the time, but then I was visited by 2 light beings a few months later and started channeling. Everybody has a purpose. Everyone's here for a mission. Everyone's on their own path. And I'll have to tell you, Crystal, and anyone who's watching that resonates with this, what the change happened 5 years ago when I didn't know if there was anything beyond this that existed. I was staying in this position, setting up against corruption, trying to protect all these minority women. And I didn't know if anything beyond this existed, even though I grew up in religion, because religion is very indoctrinated, and something didn't sit right with me. It's one of the glues that holds all of this together to make us believe all this is real. It's not real. Religion is a man-made construct. I'm not talking about God, I'm talking about religion. And I laid in bed one day. I was working 6 days a week, 100 hours a week. It was insane. And I was laying in bed on a Sunday, dreading going to work the next day. And I remember saying, I was so depressed. And I just said, if there's anything out there that can help me, anything at all, I feel my soul dying. I need help. And immediately help came. Crystal, you can do the same, okay? Do not stay in your job if you're miserable. So back to signs it's time to leave your job. You don't enjoy it. You're having health issues. You're being bullied or you're overworked. It's causing you to lash out at others like Crystal did to me and probably other people in her life, right? You feel like a victim and you're disempowered. And I can feel this in Crystal's comments here. She feels like she's a victim to her circumstance. She feels like she signed up to care for people and give, and the system is sucking her soul from her body. She's not getting the credit or the money she deserves. That she feels like a victim in her circumstances, okay? And she might feel like she has to stay is what she's supposed to be doing, okay? How you know it's time to leave your job? Potentially because you're in one of the powers. You're in one of the pillars. You're in one of these jobs, okay? Or you're in something that's the glue that holds it together. Are you in some type of religious, media, law, or Hollywood position? Those are more rare. But if you are, that could be a sign it's time to leave. I have one client I'm thinking of. My guides are reminding me. I channel a group of cosmic beings that are here to help us in our human journey. I channel soul contracts, your life blueprint, what you're meant to do, how to leave your job, what you're meant to be doing, how to make money from your passions and purpose. Go check it out on my website. Anyways, they're reminding me right now of a client. I have one client who's in the government, works for the government, and she's so happy. She loves her job. And that's how you know she's supposed to be there. I have other clients in the government or medical system or education, and they're miserable. They're not supposed to be there. Your higher self communicates through you. This came up in a session today. It was so powerful. My guides brought in, I actually channel a group of cosmic beings, but I call them my guides. We all have guides. And what they shared today is that emotions are very powerful. Humans are very, very unique species, and our higher self communicates through us through our emotions. It's a tool. It's a tool that our higher self and other beings use. So if you're feeling low vibrational, you're feeling low vibe, you're in fear, etc. I have this up here too. Low vibe, anger, fear, judgment, vindication. You're projecting your stuff onto other people. That is a sign from your higher self that it's time to make change in your life. It's time to leave the job, Crystal. Okay? If you're happy and you're joyful, that's a sign that you're on the right track. It's literally that simple. We're not taught this because they don't want us to know this, okay? How to exit your job, really quickly for the sake of time. How to exit your job. Connect to your higher self for guidance. I have a free guide on my website. Go download that. Envision yourself happy and serving others. What you envision creates your reality combined with your emotion and your beliefs. Ask your higher self to bring signs. Identify what brings you joy and do more of what brings you joy. When you're operating in joy, you start to see the signs more, what the universe is bringing you, your higher self. If there's financial belief systems that are getting in the way of, I can't leave because of finances, it's all a program. I'm not going to get into that in the system in this video, but what they said is you can sit down and write out what are your minimum required bills that you need and how much money do you need for that. What can you get rid of? What can you downsize, right? And most times people go, I don't actually need as much as I thought I need. It's the things that you think you want in your life, the fancy cars or the new clothes or the new watches or whatever, right? Anyways, the universe will provide, but our logical brain thinks it needs, it's operating on the matrix program. Turn off the media. Turn off the media. It's contributing to your misery. And get a trusted coach. I'm happy to channel for you and how to help you exit your job. And then set boundaries with family and friends. Anyone that's influencing you to stay in a miserable situation. Set boundaries. All right. And then down here I have, you are here to serve. We're all here to serve, but not at the expense of your mental, emotional, physical health. Don't gaslight yourself, okay? Don't sit in your miserable job and then blame other people because you're in a job that makes you miserable. You're not meant to be there. If you're unhappy or any of these things are happening or combination, it's a sign that it's time to go. Especially if you're one of the 4 pillars that are collapsing, okay? Medical system. So I hope this helps. Would love to drop your questions and comments. Everything I share is channeled. Thanks for being here. If you want to see the comments, the additional comments on this video, the whole comment train that I read part of it, click on the comment and you'll have the option to go to that video. It's a beautiful video too. Thanks for being here. See you in the next one.